Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Velvet Celieste, and today we're going to I'm going to show you how I got this eye look using the Element of Surprise palette by Colourpop. Now, this is my very first palette with Colourpop. It's the first time I've ever even played with it today, so this is basically a first impressions. But if you'd like to see how I got this look, and I've actually had it on a little bit today, but if you'd like to see how I got this look, just stick around. It's coming up. Okay guys, we're going to be working with the Element of Surprise palette by Colourpop. Well, I got this in my BoxyCharm in April. I've only opened it up to look at the colors. It's still in the box. I put it back in the box. So this will definitely be a first impression. I was excited to get it because it's definitely a purples palette. I mean, it does have the other colors that, well, you know, it's an all-in-one palette, but it's definitely my kind of palette. So I'm using it today for the first time, so it's a first impressions, and if first impressions is not your thing, then sorry. Sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I actually use it a few times before I decide. But anyway, I was excited to try this because I've always looked at their shock shadows, and I always say, maybe next time, maybe next time. Okay, so I see that I've lost one of my small brushes that I need for my left eye, so I'm going to have to improvise. I'm not happy about it, but we're going to go with the flow. So I'm going to try to use the Luxie brush. It's the smallest one I have, and it's the Luxie 215. And I think I'm going to go into, which color shall I use? I think since this is just a day and I'm getting ready to go pick up my son from school, I'm going to go into this color, which by going from the back, that must be Go with the Flow. I'm not a go with the flow kind of person. Okay, but we're gonna do it. You know what? You probably could. I think that you could make a look going down with each row. You can make a look, and if you wanted to go across, you could make a look. If you wanted to be more glamorous, you could make a look going across with each row. And I want to start with my left eye first. And you'll see me looking away. I'm looking into my mirror right here. Oh, maybe my brush isn't clean. I was expecting that to be a nudie brown, and it's like a nudie pink, which I did think this was a purpley, and there's a pink there right beside it. But I don't want to go around looking like that though. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go in is I'm going to go in this burgundy color, and it's called Peace of Mind. Use the same brush, and I'm just going to put that on the outer And then go up in the crease with it. That'll work. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this real bright pink. It's a pretty summer day. And it's called Subdued. I'm thinking it's going to kind of look that color, which it might not. I'll put it on with my finger. Pull it over a little bit. Oh, I like it. Just brightening this color back up. I'm going to go back in with the crown brush, go back into this little pink. I'm going to dip once, tap off, and go back over the top. I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Brian. Oh, I see I need to do my eyebrows. I don't really like that. So I'm going to go in with the LA Colors Shimmering Lock. I think it was just called Snow White. And I'm going to try to use that little dinky brush because I think it'll work for this right here. Yeah. No, it's still just going everywhere. I'm going to use it as an inner corner highlight. It might not work for what I want it to do because it's just going right on away. But I remember these when they first came out. They were really the only loose pigments, at least that I could get my hands onto. You see that? Yeah, you can see it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this right in the center of my eye. And just pat it in. All the way up to the crease. And it's flaked in my eye. There you go. Okay, so I am going to line my eyes. Let's go ahead, before I do that, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna line my eyes. Okay, so let's get on some mascara. This is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This has quickly become my favorite with my stumpy little lashes. I'm gonna look over here. Well, I guess I can still do the same thing. Look in the mirror. These are, I love this Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I think what I brought with me this time was the ivory colored waterline. So we're just gonna pop that in. I think we're gonna go into the dark. I'm just going to drag it all the way under. And what I use on my lower lashes is Great Lash by Maybelline. I love this too. And it's the one with the teardrop wand. I'm actually getting some lashes now on my bottom. Well, I had some, they were just sparse, but they are getting to be more. Oh, toot. It's not going to grow anywhere. They were burnt off as a child on this eye. I had a growth that actually came back. It's still there. It just didn't come back as big as it was, or has shrunk over the years. I'm not sure. No, I'm going to let you. I'm going to get up close so y'all can see my bottom lashes. I haven't had that. It's because I'm using that My Eyelash Serum. And I'll post before and after pictures when I am through using. Let's see, I need to. I always have to do this eye over. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, there's my little lashes. Like I said, I'll post before and after on my Instagram. And it's the Etude My Lash Serum. And they've done a lot for my eyebrows. I hadn't even done them yet. But anyway, this is the eyeshadow palette. Except for the white that I put in the center that I am regretting the more I look at it. And yeah, when I come back, I'll have my full face of makeup. And I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, this is the eyeshadow look. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please click that red button. It's down there on the left. If you wait till the end of the video, my cute little face will pop up right there in the center with a cute little, as a matter of fact, it's called cute. cute little song at the end. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a number of new ones over the weekend. Thank y'all so very much. So yeah, this is the Element of Surprise. This is Pop Colors palette Element of Surprise that we got in our BoxyCharm in April. This is the first time I've tried it on. I like it. I ruined it with the white loose pigment called Snow White from LA Colors though. I wished I hadn't done that. I wished I just left it. And anyway, you know, sometimes more is less. And so this is, I think, the second video of the month. And so we know what time it is, right? It's time for me to remind you, to remind your girlfriends to check their breast. And for my new subscribers, I do this at the first of the month. I am, or was, a mammographer. I'm not working right now. So breast health is that's my thing. And so, yes, you do your self breast exams and you remind all of your sisters, your family, your friends. I say remind all our sisters to do their self breast exam. If you click on my description bar arrow, the very first link you'll see is to the National Breast Cancer Organization. It'll take you to how to do self breast exams. It suggests you do them in the shower. I suggest you do not, because your hands are soapy, your skin is wet, and you could miss something because you're slippery. I suggest you do them dry, standing in front of the mirror. Whether you're big breasted or little breasted, you stand in front of the mirror and you bring your arms up over your head. I have to hold this arm, my left arm. Hold your arm over your head. You look at your breast in the mirror. You see if there's any dimpling. If your breasts are reddish, if one is reddish and dimpling, do not hesitate. Go to the doctor. If they're not red but are dimpling, and that's not normal for you, go to the doctor. If all of a sudden one has gotten real big and the other one is staying its normal size, go to the doctor. As naturally, women have one breast bigger than the other. And just a TMI, I have one that is a whole cup and a half bigger than my other. That is normal. We have one that, you know, not everybody has one that's a cup and a half bigger, but we all have one that is bigger than the other. And another TMI, my little one is because my last child only wanted to nurse on the left one, and it made that one smaller than the right one. And that's what happened. We all have one that's smaller than the other or bigger than the other. However you want to look at it, that is normal. If you've always been that way, that's nothing to be concerned about. Even the doctor will tell you that is normal. When they tell you if one is bigger than the other, you should consult your doctor. It's because if it gets harder and bigger, you know, if it changes, you know, if you're like me and you have 52-year-old breasts and all of a sudden it starts looking like a 22-year-old breast and it's hard and red, you need to go to the doctor. That's not normal, and it's serious. So then you follow the directions on the National Breast Cancer Organization, which is you start at the inside at the nipple and you make circles pressing your breast around. Well, not, you really should start at the outside, work your way in, excuse me about that. Mashing all the way in, and you'll feel lumps and bumps. Those things are normal. If the thing about doing breast exams is that if you do them every month, you'll figure out what your breast feels like. So if you feel something that's not normal for your breast, if you feel a mass that doesn't move, it's stationary, and it wasn't there last month, then you need to go to the doctor. If you feel a round mass that wasn't there the month before, and it moves, and it does move, but it's bigger than it was last month, you need to go to the doctor. If your breast has suddenly gotten red and hard, you need to go to the doctor. Or it's got discharge, go to the doctor. You need to get your mammogram. I think they now say 45 and over. When I was young, they said if you were 35 and over, you needed to get one every year, but they keep pushing that back. I would talk to your doctor, and he will advise you on what is good for you and comfortable for you on how to get your mammograms. So you see your doctor once a year for your breast check and pelvic exam if you still have your ovaries and uterus, and if you still have your ovaries but not your uterus, every year to get your breast checked. You don't even have to go to the gynecologist to have that done. If you don't see one, your GP can do that. And for men, you need to go to the doctor once a year for your digital exam to have your prostate checked. And I think that's my whole little thing. I think for men, y'all's blood test is called a PSA, and so you need to have that done too once a year. And I think they start doing those at age 50 is what I think. And I'm not real sure on how those numbers work, whether I think you want your number low. Yeah. And I grew up without periods regular, and it probably wasn't till after I was in my 30s did they start calling that. Even in my 20s, and they knew that I had polycystic ovaries. They did not call it polycystic ovarian syndrome. They did not call it PCOS. And they just told me I had a whole lot of tests. This is exactly what my gynecologist said to me in my 20s. You have more testosterone than men, so when you get married, your husband will be happy. Very crass. Yes. But they didn't know anything about it. That's all he knew. And, you know, I was gaining weight, hand over fist. I was dieting. And that's what he had to tell me. Got a lot of cysts on your ovaries, and you got a lot of testosterone, and when you get married, your husband will like it. He don't. Because that's not the outcome at all. Anyway, I will talk about that if y'all would like for me to talk about PCOS and some of the treatments I've taken through the years. I'm 52 now, and so I'm not trying to have babies so they don't feel like they need to treat me for it. So I still have the same issues. They did take out my uterus. I wouldn't let them take out my ovaries. I don't know why. I do know why, because I didn't want to take HRT. So I still struggle with the pain of cysts. But anyway, if y'all would like for me to talk about PCOS, I will do that. Just a comment down below. Anyway, thank you all. And like I said, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see each other next time. Bye-bye.